We're getting ready. Behind the scenes, baby. Live chat, fucker. Same shit, huh? All right, Playboys, let's get people in here. We're gonna run it here. All right. Let's get this bad boy cracking. Mic check, mic check. Said America Cholo got worldwide love. I met some people in LAX who listen to him. That's what I'm talking about, homeboy. Sounds low, sounds low. That should be better. Get it up there a little more. Let me orange line this bad boy. That should be right. The sweet spot right there. Y si no, pues ni modo, carnal. All right, so let's get this thing cracking, man. And there we are. All right, let's get you up there a little bit, Gilly. Trying a little different format here today. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's get some more people in the building. All right, let me get this chat over here. Since this bad boy is not cooperating with me like always. It is what it is, Holmes. Oh yeah, there we go. Get into my sweet spot here. How's everybody doing? Today was a rough one. After a 4-day weekend and going to the chamba, carnal, está cabrón. Well, you gotta do it. Well, you don't gotta do it. You could be a bum like some of these fools, but Charlie, homie, I ain't into that bum life. Damn, Gil, where you at when they socked up El Machete, homie? Yeah, dude, poor Machete, man. Machete and Mario got it was just not a good look, man. That shit wasn't cool, homie. They come on, Machete's fucking 80 years old, homie. 80 years old, and they ended up beating that poor guy up. As a matter of fact, let's get some of that in here before we get some more people. What's this one? I don't know if you guys have seen that one yet. Let me see. See if I can find it real quick. How's everybody doing out there in the YouTube world? Where is Mr. Machete Holmes? Let me see. For somebody who didn't see it, here we go. Is this the one? Yeah, this might be the good one. Let's see. Yeah, let's check it out real quick. All right, let's turn that bad boy down. What's buzzing? What's buzzing? Other than me, you still think he's young? Yeah, but we all do, man. Think about it. We all do. As we get older, we think we're still young. That's just the price we pay. Yeah, this was up in Sunland, so it's not too far from here. There you go. Now you tell me, fool. Now you tell me, fool. Now you tell me. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. There you go, Finner Lokes.
At the Pacoima home of actor Danny Trejo.
Yeah, that's me with President Obama. It was so cool.
The Wall of Fame is impressive. It's video of a 4th of July brawl that has the Machete star talking now. The Sunland Tahunga Rotary Club had invited Trejo to ride in its parade. He was there with 3 classic lowriders.
There's audio now.
In front of us, and they passed, and then we came, and then bam! All of a sudden, our car got hit by a water balloon.
In the video, you see Trejo exit the car. Why?
When somebody yelled it was acid, I thought they messed up Tony's car.
Acid like a chlorine smell.
And somebody yelled, "It's acid!" And I panicked. I got out of the car to look, and then a balloon hit me, and then I saw the guy throwing it.
Video shows Trejo approach a man in the crowd. You can see him swing. Things escalate. The man swings
Right there.
as Trejo stumbles and
See where the
falls.
Trejo swing first?
As Trejo stumbles. Man in the crowd. You can see him swing. Things escalate. The man swings as Trejo stumbles and falls.
I hate bullies, and that's what bullies do. You know, they're really cowards. I did this in the 50s, in the 60s. And,
Aye.
you know, God, I'm still doing it. I'm 80 years old.
Mario Castillo was in the lowrider.
Yeah,
with
Mario
and
seemed to catch
behind
the worst of
Trejo's.
it.
He feels they were racially targeted. He takes a serious
Bam,
punch
ouch.
and falls.
We weren't there to start no trouble. It was kind of like we're just confronting the people that were throwing balloons. It was a grown man, skinhead, tattoos.
Castillo's arms are all bruised up. He says from being held down.
Would
That's
you
ve-
have stayed in the car if you could do it differently and kept going?
Well, I'm kind of like Danny. I'm gonna be with my best friend no matter what.
What's your overall message?
That, you know what, it's sad that people can wake up in the morning and decide to go down and ruin something for everybody else.
I asked Trejo, would he have done anything differently?
I am a protector. I will protect all my friends, you know, always. And that's what I was doing.
Fox 11 would like to hear from the person.
Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, I would like to hear from the person who did it as well, man. Hopefully the internet can find that guy, because come on, man. Trejo's out there, and one thing with Trejo is he gives a lot of his time, man. Hold on. Oh, that's over there. He gives a lot of his time to the community. You know, he doesn't have to go out there to these functions, and for you to disrespect, you know, the man and throw a balloon at him, it's come on. That's Danny Trejo, boy. I mean, that's not the place or the time. The guy's cruising through there. Whoever knows that guy, they should have stopped him, bro. His own homie should have beat that guy up and been like, man, what you doing, homie? Like, you're burning the spot for everybody else. I can guarantee you Danny Trejo will never go to that event again, homie. But it is what it is, homie. What's up, Mike? Over here, Carnal, about to get it in. Talk a little bit of politics. Talk a little bit of Mr. Biden, and see if he should stay in the race. Let me see. All right, let me turn this bad boy on in case you guys have been trying to call already. But it's just a horrible thing. Come on, man. You're going to a 4th of July event. Next thing you know, you got a black guy. And you got to remember, Danny Trejo's 80 years old. I mean, that's an older man right there, like an older man already. That's not even in his late 50s or early. 80 years old, carnal. 80 years old. It just sucks. I don't know what you about to think, but it just sucks. You definitely Danny Trejo. Nah, Danny don't like me though. That's the thing you don't know. I stopped asking. I would see Mario at so many events, and Mario, yeah, Gil, yeah. And al fin, güey, ¿sabes qué? I don't got time to beg, homie. But I'll still support. I'm not gonna sit here and hate on the guy and be like, oh, Danny had that coming. Nah, I mean, like some people will. Nah, I'm good, homie. I've tried, carnal. I've tried. I guess I'm just not his cup of tea, fool. So it is what it is, homie. Cuba American Cholo from Carson City, Nevada. Compa, que onda? Lake Boy. Is it Lake Boy? I'm Laker Boy, carnal. Laker Boy. All right, so let's get on to other pressing issues here. I want to talk a little bit about my dear friend, Mr. Joe Biden, homie. Mr. Joe Biden seems to be wholeheartedly sticking with his guns as far as him not coming out the race. I mean, there's a lot of people that want to see him get out of the race, but he just doesn't seem to want to get out of the race, and it's kind of scary. Hold on, let me see what we got here. I just saw this today. This is nuts, dude. So they're giving Joe an absolute card to walk into the room. I mean, every bit of instructions, and it's like, dude, this is the president of the United States. The president of the United States should not have to have instructions for him to go into a room, but that's just what's going on right now. Let me show you some stuff that's going on right now. That's why I made this one a little bigger so you guys can see. Not about there. It looks about right. All right, let's check it out.
Normal as hand holding. And that is why this has come to me. It's the same thing with the teleprompter.
Look at that, dude.
President uses a teleprompter, but not every president uses a teleprompter.
These are cards that they started leaking. So I think even his own aides are starting to see now, man, this guy's a little bit older. We got to start leaking some stuff to the press to let them know. They have cards that have the picture, and they say, walk to the podium, dude. I mean, I'm laughing about it because that's all I can really do. I'm not going to get upset about it. But this is the state of the president's mentality right now. He's just gotten older. You know, he's gotten much older throughout the years. And now they literally got to give him a cheat sheet for every single thing. Walk to the podium, say this, say that. There is absolutely no free range for him to do anything because they know there is a very good chance that he is going to screw up, homie. So let's keep going.
For quick fundraising remarks, and Joe Biden has, especially recently.
And that's, I guess, well, one, on the prep, on the advance work, I could kind of say, okay, well, they are super detailed. I don't know if he needs it or if that's just the staffer's position, but it sounds like maybe it's a little bit of both. It is good for a president to...
Oh, I'm going to show that one, Kimosabi.
You're going to go to the podium, you're going to walk.
Show the ones when he's looking at a space.
Of President Bush when he went the wrong way.
And they're trying to say that that's him. He was looking at some other airmen that went down, but everybody needs to be looking at this camera. It's like if you go to a podcast and they're telling you, all right, guys, this is the camera. We're all going to say bye to this camera.
In China, and he tried to get out that door, and it was
he completely goes off script.
The New York Times had 5 photographs of the scene the next day because it was such a huge deal. These fundraisers where he's using...
He gets stuck, bro. He gets stuck.
And that's what I think I'm pretty stunned about. And I'm wondering if... And I believe this has been happening for you.
Jill loves it. She's the boss right now.
Coming from within the White House. I certainly don't want names, but people who are sufficiently concerned.
Yeah, they know. That's the crazy part. People around him know more than anybody else. We've been saying, a lot of people in the conservative community have been saying for years that Joe Biden just isn't all there. When he ran for president the last time around, the name that they gave him was like Basement Joe because they kept him in the basement because they didn't want the American people to really see this guy, operate and see that, hey, wait a minute, this guy is not all there. And the sad part is that the people around him, they should be the ones that should be telling him, hey, it's time to step down, Joe. His wife, out of all people, his wife is supposed to be the one that protects him the most. But it seems like Jill loves the limelight, loves the power, loves being there, and probably now that Joe's not all there, she's the one that's that's got the keys, that's driving the ship, flying the boat. I mean, flying the jet, whatever it is. And it just keeps going and going. Busley, he said so. He said, so what's the alternative? Trompito, homie. That's all we got. I mean, it's hilarious to me that what you hear from, I don't know if that's you yourself, homie, but what you hear from a lot of the people that don't like Trump whatsoever, that's the only thing you hear. Well, then what do we do? Like, well, you vote for Trump, homie. There is no other choice. And if you say you're not going to vote, then that's fine too, because that means that it's more votes going that route, brother. Let me see what we got over here. Display capture. That's the one I want to lock. And then I can move this guy up here just a tad bit. There you go, Carnal. There you go. The sad part of this, people, running for 2 offices, a top tour on the backside of 75. Yeah, but that's all we got. I mean, let's just put it out there. People keep saying the same thing about, it's sad, but that is all we got. The sad part is that's all we got, player. And what is there to do? Are we just gonna sit here and say, oh well, we want nobody driving this ship, homie? No, that's what we got. And that's what we're gonna take. There's just there's no two ways about it. Because like my wife's like, well, I'm gonna vote for him. I said, well, you gotta vote for somebody. It's not whether there's a superhero that's gonna come out of the woodwork and say, hey, this is what's gonna be. Nah, homie, that's all you got, playboy. Let me show you another one that's actually pretty good. This one will be let me try a Biden side by side. The 2020 debate. And you can just see the difference, man. Where is it at? Okay, here we go. Perfect. Let me see what this guy's talking about. Who's this gentleman right here? What's a guy talking? Well, let's just try him out and see what Homeboy's talking about. This is from the Telegraph. No, I don't want that side by side. I want the side by side when you see Joe debating Donald Trump in 2020. It's a different person, homie. It's a different person that he is today. Let me see, where's he at? ¿Dónde estás, cabrón? I saw one earlier today. Biden side by side 2020 debate, 2024. Turn my air on over here. Let me see.
The president's a very confused guy.
Okay, yeah. Here we go. Let's get your picture a little bit smaller, Gilly. There we go. All right, so look at Biden side by side, bro. It's not the same guy, man. And frankly, it's pretty sad.
He thinks he's running against somebody else. He's running against Joe Biden.
But Joe Biden's performance on Thursday night topped even that. The president shuffled onto
If we finally beat Medicare.
Already in Democrat circles, there are people who are saying he can't be the man to lead
He
the party
can't be the
into
man.
2024
That's not the
election,
same guy, bro.
Which is happening in 5 months' time. In fact,
You have to provide
Tell that
them
to Nancy
plastic.
Pelosi.
Well, he's just shush for a minute.
that was considered quite an unedifying way to conduct a president.
For molesting a woman in public, for doing a
Different
whole
guy,
range of
man.
things, of
Different
having
guy.
Sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant. A sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser.
You're a sucker. It just doesn't look right, bro. The guy apparently has aged in front of our eyes. He's become a much older gentleman, and there's nothing knocking that. Some people get upset, and I get it. Like they think that people are mocking like elderly people, and that's not what it is, man. What it is he has just gone much too old to be president of the United States. And I mean, I don't know what else to tell people about that. Let me see. Properties. And right now, let's get the phone lines going. Oh, did I crash this shit? Yeah, I think I crashed it. I think I crashed it like a jackass. I think I crashed it. Yeah, I did. Roger, you're not on live yet, Roger. Wait for your.
I don't give a shit. Listen to me. So I want to talk about the situation right now. All right. So this is a problem, bro, with America right now.
What's the problem?
Happening. So it's the same thing with our kids. Like we fucking back in the day, bro. Let me ask Gil a serious question.
Yeah, shoot.
Did your mom used to beat the shit out of you?
I don't think she used to beat that. I mean, but when I okay.
Okay, well then that's why you came out the way you did.
When
I'm gonna tell you one thing, bro.
I gotta hang up on Roger, man. I gotta hang up on Roger right now. Sorry, Roger. You're not gonna let me finish my sentence, Roger. Then I'm gonna have to hang up on you, Roger. I don't got time for you right now, brother. Hi, Rogelio. Yeah, we crashed out there for a second, people. We literally crashed out. So we're back. All right, let's put this number over here. Go back to our. Oh, there you go. Okay, Bootleg Man. He said, let me put you down here, Bootleg Man. See here, we're gonna let you. Where I put my bandana, homie? There you go. I'm brown ragging today, homeboy. You're acting like it's just Joe. Both them fools están robando oxígeno. Sí, cabrón, pero let's keep it 100, okay? All right, Bootleg Man. Do you really think that Joe Biden can even run a McDonald's right now? Let's keep it 100. Trump, whatever sleazeball he is, whatever dirtbag he is, he's a businessman. He could still function, homeboy. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That fool went to court. That fool every day after court came out and was banging on the judge, was banging on everybody, was going out there using it as a platform. Do you think for 1 second that Joe Biden could stand what Donald Trump just went through with all these lawsuits? Guy would have had a heart attack or something. He would. There was no way. There is no way. So in other words, you got one candidate that can take lawsuits, can go to court, can do all this crazy stuff, and take it like a man, and go at it with the U.S. government, with DOJ actually, right? You got another one that they got to. This is Joe. They got to tell him where to stand. They got to escort him on stage. They got to escort him off stage. When he gets out of the car, somebody has to come and grab his hand and take him where he's going. Anytime he tries to do something like ad-lib and just say, oh, never mind, man. Oh, he'll say something like that, and that's his go-to word because, frankly, he forgets where he's at or he forgets what he's saying. He loses his train of thought. Time has caught up to Joe Biden. There's other people that are his age that are much sharper, but unfortunately, time has caught up to Joe, homie. Audio is breaking out. I don't know why. What's up, Tony?
Hey, well, you're cutting out really bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing right now, bro. I had to see focus. Let me see. Let me check it out real quick. I'm on AC. Restart the live or reset your internet. Yeah, let me try to reset it real quick, Tony. Thanks. All right, brother. Volume is low. All right, I think that sounds a little better. Caller, who's this?
I'm here. This is Monster from VME. I'm calling all the way from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, what's good, homeboy? Talk to us.
It's right here, man. Checking in with you guys, man, on this whole Biden thing. Don't you think that it also makes us look pretty weak as far as a nation?
Absolutely. No, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Absolutely, because it's. People they're looking at it just with their heart, like, no, but that's Joe. He's been especially on the liberal side, right? That's Joe. He's been there. Yeah, but it's almost like a fighter. This is your fighter, right? Like this. Imagine there was a world a world boxing thing for Olympics, right? Oh, there is, right? And our fighter was sending some old guy who just can't fight anymore. And it's time to sit there and say, hey, man, you gave us the gold, which you gave him the presidency, but now it's time for you to retire. It's time for you to hand off the baton to somebody else.
I mean, at the end of the day, too, we're in this position right now, right? All around the world, where we're seeing different wars break out. A lot of, a lot of warnings or fear of wars and things of that sort.
Still
that are going on.
Huh? Okay.
And we need somebody that can that could stand strong in office and that can defend us. You know what I mean? Like I feel we look like a fool sometimes with the decisions that this guy and even the things that he does.
Right. Okay, let me check my audio real quick. I got some people saying the audio's no good. Maybe the feds are listening, homie. I don't know. How is the audio from your side over there?
It sounds good on my side.
Okay. So let me see. Some people say it's low. Some people say it's high. Give me 1 second. Let me check my audio real quick. I got some people saying the audio's no good. Maybe the feds are listening. Audio sounds good from my end, homie. So for you people, it ain't my audio. All right. So yeah, I would think that there is some Democrats stepping up right now that are finally saying, you know what, it's time to go. What it is everybody's known for many years since he came into office that his mental health was declining. And that's why you never really see him go out and do press conferences that are not already, let's say, because a lot of these press conferences that he does do, or small ones he does, it's all pre-written questions that his administration gets in front and says, all right, these are the questions you're going to ask him. Like there's this one African-American lady, he went to go do her radio show. She just got fired.
Both of them.
Yeah, she just got fired. They're obviously going to say, oh, we parted ways, but they pretty much fired her because she admitted that they gave her 4 questions. She asked 3 of them, and they were none of her questions. So in other words,
there was another radio show he did where they sent them the same exact question.
Yeah, it's all rehearsed, bro. It's all rehearsed, and it's a damn shame.
It's crazy, man. Well, we're in a really tough spot, and then they say that the other option is to have Kamala step up, right? But we haven't seen Kamala in the last 3.5 years.
Yeah, no.
We don't know what she's been doing for 3.5 years. She's been getting her nails done somewhere.
Yeah, no, Kamala's not. She's not doing
much. We don't have a better option. There is no better option on the Democratic side.
That's exactly what it is, brother. Hey, I got some more phone calls, player. I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you. Take it easy, man.
All right, brother. Late. All right, let's try it. I don't know. It's kind of weird because on my end, I hear him fine. Maybe they don't want you vatos to hear, homie. Oh, there you go. Tony Santiago, to the viewers, close to YouTube and open again. It fixes the problem. Yeah, I think when it booted me off, it did that to you guys. Hotline. Who's this?
This is Joe.
What's up, Joe? Talk to us.
Now, I was calling about that Trump and Joe.
So what you think, homeboy?
Stuff that's going on. I think it's a distraction, brother.
Okay, distraction from what?
I think it's from the Jewish Zionist controlling. I mean, we're over here looking at Joe and Trump. We're not seeing who's really in control.
Well, yeah, but I think that's a whole different conversation. Right now, it's the hot topic because they're running for presidency right now. They're running for the presidency.
They're nobody. They're puppets. It's like saying a puppet that controls something, brother.
Right.
What's the real issue? Who's controlling us? Who's making us blacks going against America? You know what I mean? Us Mexicans, they have their whole thing to us to go against each other. You know what I mean? Everybody.
Yeah,
and we're not seeing what's the real deal, and it's the Jewish Zionists that control us.
Well, I think
they control everything.
I think that's a whole different topic, bro. I mean, compared to this.
They're on top
but at the end, stay on topic. Do you think Joe Biden's too old?
Okay, so Trump and Joe, if they're like a puppet, wouldn't you want to go after the main boss who's telling them, is it pulling the strings, or you want to go after the puppet?
Yeah, but you can't just sit there and say, I'm going to go after the main boss, because regular people, you're just like a little ant, homie. That's what we are.
Well, because you see they're getting paid off, ain't they? They all get paid off in a certain way.
Well, I think everybody's got a little smut on them, and people can use it against them, kind of like what happened with Epstein Island. But hey, brother, I appreciate the phone call, my man.
All right, thank you.
Homie. Brother. All right, hey, if you guys are still having audio problems, to the viewers, like Tony Santiago said, close your YouTube and open it again. It fixes the problem. And if you don't want to, then don't. We know that Rio. Cut this fool. We'll never know who's behind the puppet master drama. This vato sounds like he on a sick one, homie. No, there's some stuff that makes sense on people's ends. It's just, That ain't the conversation we're having right now. We're having the conversation about, do you think Joe is too old to be running? Should Joe just go ahead and move to the side? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. But I think Joe's just he's tripping, carnal. Yeah. They'll Kanye West you, homie. It sounds better. I think it was that one call. Yeah, I think it was the one call, but I think it did kind of crash on my end, to be honest with you, homie. So we'll see. But yeah, there was a hotline.
Yepa, Kimo Savi.
What's up, Kimo? ¿Qué dices, güey?
What's the deal with it? Sleepy, homie? Why is he spaced out? Tell him to stop chilling with Hunter.
They're waiting for the pipa to come in from Gavin Newsom, homie. The pipa package, fool.
Man, hey, you know what's crazy, man? You know what's crazy?
What's that, fool?
That some of the Democrats, some of the bigwigs in the Democratic Party are saying that, man, hey, this is like a wake-up call, man. Like, these vatos, they know that this man is already,
know,
compromised. Yeah, plain and simple. I think what it is that it's going to boil down to that they're going to have the voting. He might concede and give it to Kamala, man. That's what I'm thinking.
I think they have no choice to give it to Kamala because if they don't, and Kamala throws a fit, they'll definitely lose more of the African American votes because they're going to put that. Well, what do you mean? Because I mean, if you do the math, Kamala is second in command right now. So he's running, and we all know he's not gonna make 4 years. There's that for sure, fool. That for sure. So
you can tell he's incoherent.
Yeah,
you can tell.
You can tell
every little stint. Like you'll catch him off camera. That fool look like he on the mushrooms, acid, and the people at the same time.
Yeah, for the genies out the fucking thing. What do they say? The toothpaste out the fucking thing also, right?
Gotcha, bad.
So
no, but my bad. But the crazy part is that Nancy Pelosi's out of there.
Yeah.
So even if they would have said, you know what, we're gonna have Kamala and Nancy Pelosi step in. No, nobody can step in unless they vote for somebody.
Look,
and who is that somebody? Plain and simple, it can be Kamala. Donald Trump, yeah, he might get it, but it's gonna take hell to freeze over.
This is a great comment by Jimmy Pena. We don't let people drive a car after a certain age, but we will let Joe run the greatest country in the world. Man, homie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it speaks for itself. And then the private investors, like I said, all the big wigs. Was it Tom Fink? What's his name? Larry Fink?
Who?
The vato from BlackRock.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure what his name is.
Yeah, I think it's Larry Fink. That's the real big boss.
Oh, they're the jefes.
That's the real big boss. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, they're gonna have to decide whether he concedes or Kamala steps in. Man, it's gonna be a shit show. I'm telling you.
Right now, there's a lot of behind the scenes, and I think that's why some of that stuff's getting leaked with the pictures where where they have actual They have a whole script for him. Okay, this is a picture. They show a picture.
The one where he shits on himself.
Hey, fool! They're showing him the picture of the podium. It's like, wait a minute, you're the president. Yeah, you're supposed to walk in there. Hey, sí, güey. Pero está cabrón.
Hey, no, I know, but I'm saying, but at the end of the day, who's gonna step in? Gavin Newsom? Like, come on now. Like who's next?
It's got to be Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom maybe.
Yeah, of course.
That's the only thing. That's the only chance they got. And at least with that, they have a chance. I think some Republicans would probably like to see Joe run, just to make sure Trump wins. But to me, it's not even that. To me, it's like, no, man, this guy can definitely be the next president again. And he's the way he is. How is he gonna go in there and talk to Vladimir Putin or the Chinese president or the Saudi prince? I mean, hey, ya está muy
making fun of him.
Yeah,
you know
they are. You know they are.
Hey, well, we'll just get Machete to step in, carnal. No sé, shit.
Hey, Kimo, appreciate the call, homie.
All right, carnal.
Late. But Kimo Savi. What about RFK Jr.? I actually like RFK, but RFK does not have the support of the Democratic Party. That's the problem. That's the big money. When you got this two-party system where if you don't align with one of the parties, homie, it's like not aligning one of the big hoods in the yard, and you're gonna get taken out. And that's what happened to RFK. Okay, we got another hotline. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, Gil?
Fernando, talk to us, homeboy. What you think?
I think Joe's ass is too old.
Yeah, dude. I think so as well.
he got to go. Like you said, the Democrats, they've been knowing for the past 3.5 years what's been going on with Joe Biden.
Yes, for sure. They just were hiding.
And like you said, Trump's over here going to all the trials. Not only is he going to all the trials, but he's still campaigning, going out there doing what he has to do. You know what I mean? So I think Joe Biden got to go. And if they replace him and they put Gavin Newsom, that's bad, I think, for America. I mean, he destroyed California.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
sure. But unfortunately, there's some people that will tell you that Gavin Newsom has done a great job in California and he's helped and he's doing this. And it's just sad. A lot of people don't want to see the reality of what's going on. And I think with the debate, it opened the eyes to a lot of Americans. They're like, hey, there is something wrong with this guy. And there is. And it's not that he's a horrible person. It's just that he's gotten old. And it happens to all of us.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. It's the power of the propaganda machine.
For sure. Hey, my man, I appreciate the phone call.
All right, man.
All right, late. Gil, Hit Hard Inc. What's going on, player? Appreciate that super chat. Gil, Sleepy Joe is really Grandpa Abe Simpson. He is, dude. He is. No. He's the guy from God. What was the movies, man? It's Hot Shots, I think it is, and it's a parody on an older guy becoming a president. He's doing all kind of goofball stuff, homie. I saw somebody saying they were trying to call and get in. The hotline's hot, so you got like right now. See, right now it's open. That's when you're supposed to call, carnal. But yeah, if it goes straight to voicemail, it's because somebody's on the line. I take that call waiting thing off because then it sounds kind of annoying when I'm talking on air with you guys and you keep hearing like a ding ding. That drives me nuts, homie. So that's why, carnal. But I would like to speak to somebody who believes, if you guys can call in, somebody who believes that Joe should be the Democratic nominee. I would really like to hear from somebody from that side that would actually say, yeah, Joe should be the nominee, because I don't think he should be, brother. But okay. Hotline, who's this? I hear you calling, but Hotline, who's this? Alicia, where are you calling from?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Missouri in the house. Okay, so we're talking about Joe. What is your stance on Joe?
Well, I don't think he needs to serve another term, honestly. I mean, he's been lacking.
Did you feel that way before the debate?
Yeah.
But after the debate, did it just kind of double it down and say, oh, yeah, for sure this guy can't run?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Is there any, what's the, like in your area in Missouri, if you were doing a poll with people around there, are they mostly conservative Republicans or any Democrats over there in your area?
Well, here in Kansas City, we've got a lot of Democrats, but I know outside of Kansas City, it's a lot of Republicans.
Is there any Democrats there that you've had any conversations with that have changed their mind about Joe Biden and think he should step down?
That actually are Democrat? No, only the people that have told me their opinion on it. They think he should step down are people that they don't like claim Republican or Democrat. They just
independents.
Yeah.
But that's a big number. If you start losing the independent, especially in like swing states, you're going to lose the election. I think that's what a lot of people in the Democratic Party already know.
Right, and I think they just don't vote. I always advocate, for voting. I always tell people we need to get out there and vote because we need to get our voices heard. Because I always vote, but I've always gone Democrat. And I don't know now. I don't want to go Republican either, but I definitely think we need somebody better.
we need a change. Listen, I voted last election. I stayed out of it completely between him and between Trump and Biden. The election before that, I actually voted for Hillary Clinton. And now I've seen what my state has become in California, which is a completely Democratic state, and it's out of control. And to me, I'm not always going to vote red, but on this one, I'm voting red. I'm voting red all the way around because out here in California, law is lawlessness. It's looting. It's taking all kind of stuff. It's homelessness. It's drug. And the Democratic Party just wants to keep giving money to a bunch of nonprofit places, but nobody's fixing the problem. And to me, I'm like, with Joe Biden, if the Democratic Party can't sit there and give you a nominee that can actually is coherent, then no, it's time for him to go, and it's time for me to vote red this time around. But I still keep on my voting thing independent. I think that's what we should do as a nation for most people. Keep it independent. That way they come to you and try to cater to your needs.
True. That's true. My opinion, I think really, like, I know that the Democratic Party isn't giving RFK Jr. support, much support, but I think that if people spoke up more that do, resonate with him, because I definitely do.
Yes.
I resonate with a lot of topics.
Yes.
I've heard some interviews that he's done, and like I relate to a lot of the personal, tragedy that he's been through. Like, family member being murdered.
With RFK, I would vote for RFK as well. The problem is that the Democratic Party has villainized him. They were making jokes of that guy having, that worm in his brain. They were saying all kind of foul stuff about RFK just because RFK went against the grain and said Joe Biden shouldn't be our nominee. And he was right. So if anything, RFK was right, but the Democratic Party will not pick RFK, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad because I think that they're going to lose a lot of Democrats. Then, like a lot of voters that vote Democrats. So
for sure. Hey,
that's what they want to do.
I appreciate the phone call and shout out to Missouri.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. That's what's up. If you vote liberal, pay my bills. That's what I'm talking about, homeboy. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Trompito won Missouri by 15% margin in 2020. That's pretty big, bro. That's pretty big. So, yeah, Missouri is a red state. There's a couple of states out there, though, they used to be swing states, or there were swing states, but they're starting to turn. They might, there's some that are blue states that are turning red because the debacle that just happened, was it last Thursday or the Thursday before that? I don't know. I know it's going pretty quick. Hotline, who's this?
The hotline, Bling. What's up, Gil?
Man, you know what it is, homeboy. Talk to us.
What's up, man? So, hey, you ever heard of that Republican chick? What's her name? Nikki Haley?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't like her, dog. She reminds me of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
A little mixture. Yeah, she was the one that didn't want to get out of the election, even though she was already done. Like when the primaries were going on, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, and Kamala Harris, she's your, you know who Kamala Harris is? Who was the VP when what's the name who passed away from Arizona? What's her name from Alaska?
I don't know, dog.
If somebody could tell me in the chat, man. That's what she's a version of, bro. She's just like a little airhead and just there, put her there as a woman. So the same thing with Biden. Biden just got Kamala because he wanted to get the women vote. He wanted to get the African American vote. It's all politics. But I think if Kamala Harris comes in here, she'll get destroyed because she doesn't know any foreign policy. At least Joe, when he came in, he's been a senator for all those years, so he knew the get down. But unfortunately now, his mental capacity isn't what it used to be.
No, that's fact. That's fact. And I don't know why people like Kamala, dog. She's the reason why a lot of people are still in prison. They're actually innocent. There's cold facts.
Yeah, she was busting a lot of people when she was district attorney, homeboy. A lot.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Fucking bitch.
So who did you vote for last presidential? Or did you vote?
I have never voted, but this year I'm gonna register and I'm gonna vote for Trump.
Damn, Trompito in the building. All right, my man, appreciate the call. Strucha. All right,
hey,
fool.
if you're voting liberal, then pay my bills.
Oh, that's this fool. That's why I pay our bills, fool. Pay our bills, carnal.
Yeah, pay our bills.
Later, fool. Shit. See, it's Latinos are starting to wake up, and people that don't like how we speak conservative and stuff. Oh, you guys are bootlickers. Man, come on, homie. Miss me with that, carnal. All right, this should be a good one. Hotline. Who's this?
The man himself. The man,
the myth, the legend.
That's you. That's you, brother.
What's going on? Talk to me. Who's this?
Hey, this is Mike D, man. Once again, I talked to you before. I had a great conversation with you. So we watched this debate, so I kind of hear you guys. I hear a lot of callers. Once again, I'm not going either way, but I hear a lot of people bashing Biden. But my question to you is,
yes,
because I felt like you were kind of, once again, you're going to vote. I'm going to vote.
Yeah.
We're all going to vote. But my question to you is, how many actual questions did Trump answer?
I think he answered a lot of questions, not so much with he answered him in a political way. That's what politicians do. In other words, if you're gonna sit there with like when they ask him about Ukraine and all that, right? He's not gonna sit there and bash Russia. He's gotta always leave an avenue open to be able to speak to both parties. Because if he sits there and says, like, I think they asked him about Ukraine, he's like, well, I'll talk to him. The war would have never happened. And he went on his little rant like that, right? If he would have sat there and said, Vladimir Putin's an evil guy, he's a war criminal, he's this, what's he doing? He's closing the door for communication with that leader. Because I think what Trump understands more than anybody, more than any politician in America, is that you're supposed to negotiate with these people. And America has this thing like, oh, we don't negotiate with these. And then they negotiate with everybody behind the scenes. But Trump is the first one that'll say, in other words, I'll follow you on. It's almost like he's telling you, I'll follow you on Instagram. We can be friends. All our friends are enemies, but I'll tell you, we can work together. Just like he said about Kim Jong-un. Oh, he's a great guy. And people hate that, but he's got to stroke those leaders' egos to be able to get into the room with them and say, hey, man, what are you guys doing? Let's stop this war. Let's have a conversation. Whereas Joe Biden, when he was at the debate, he wasn't even there, bro. In other words, when I'm looking at these two guys, I can honestly say that I don't believe for 1 second that Joe Biden, and this is not even like low blow, but tell me if I'm lying, that Joe Biden couldn't even run a McDonald's right now.
But okay, so I guess one of the things, and I kind of hear you and I hear other people saying,
okay,
the physical thing. But here, you got to remember something. You're sitting there in that studio there, all right?
Yes.
Do you have lights? Do you have lights in your studio?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you're not wearing a suit.
No.
And why? I used to work doing something like what you used to do. I do promotions and marketing now.
Okay.
But anyways, so let me tell you. So you're sitting there. You're wearing a suit. It's hot. No matter what age you're at, if you're a 20-year-old man or 80-year-old man, you got to remember, you're under the gun. It's 1 minute. You got to remember, these people, they're prepped. They have a lot. They know a lot of crap. They know a lot of stuff. So you got to remember, and then you're sitting there. Once again, I'm not trying to.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's run it.
I'm not trying to chime in for Biden's performance or whatever people want to call it.
Right.
But you got to remember, like, they didn't even have water there. I mean, like, I would have liked to see them do it out. Once again, I know it's done inside. They should have done it outside.
Right.
Have them wear. I'm gonna tell you. I know you're gonna be like, no, they won't do it. But once again, polo shirts, and kind of that way, maybe have them sit down, because you got to remember, those guys are like our abuelitos now. I mean, like,
I understand that, but the thing is, Trump is like the abuelito that has pre-dementia, and everybody can tell, hey, go get grandpa real quick. He might get lost. I mean, and this is no disrespect to the guy. That's where he's at right now. Mentally, that's where he's at.
But I think at the same time, we kind of turn the corner on. And once again, I'm not supporting either of them. I'm just saying we turn the corner more on Biden, but we don't look at Trump. And once again, so what do we do? Is there going to be someone that's going to fill in for, like, if they do ask Biden to leave, is there going to be someone that's going to fill in for him? And it's going to be interesting. I think this talk, you're going to have this talk for months. You're going to hear a lot of your callers worldwide call you, opinionate on it. Yeah, we would love for someone, once again, you don't have to like them, not like them, but, and I've talked to you about this before. It's just like, we would love to see Kamala or Alex Padilla step in, or, Gavin Newsom, I don't know. And I'm going to tell you why. And I hope all the callers worldwide listen to it. When we had COVID, he wasn't upfront with us. He didn't, and once again, it goes back to what I told you last time. Some of these politicians do stuff and they don't apologize back to their public, like public figures. When they do something wrong, hey, I'm sorry for doing that. This, that. And Gavin, remember where it was, I think he went to a restaurant or something.
Yeah, the French something.
He told everyone, hey, don't go places, don't go. And then you show up. So he never apologized for that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
let's get back a little bit to Biden, right? Are you telling me that you don't believe okay, how about this? I would say Joe Biden should run if he takes that test. that they're talking about, the something test, whatever it's called.
Okay, yeah, and you know what, man, I would love to have him do that, but let me tell you, I would love to see. Let me tell you, because I feel like you represent the Latinos. You know, you represent every Latino in Los Angeles. I would love to see you and Charlamagne the God interview those two guys somewhere and ask them, hey, we want to ask you questions about the black and brown community. And I assure you at the end of the day, that would probably be the best conversation, because you guys aren't going to jab away. There's no pre-recorded, you know, you got to remember at the end of the day, like, you know, like I think you mentioned like where they have these sort of pre-destined questions.
Yes.
You got to remember at the end of the day, like someone like you or someone like Charlamagne, you guys don't, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you guys have been doing this so long, you guys don't care, because you guys care in a way in which you know your crowd, you know what Latino people want, what black people want. So at the end of the day, you guys know, like, you know, they're going to come in and you say, hey, Gil, you know, what do you think of this? So at the end of the day, I mean, of course, we would all want to see different people going for this, but I don't know. Like, at the end of the day,
let me ask you this:
there's a big question mark here. You know?
Do you think that they're gonna run Joe Biden for the election? Do you believe they're gonna run? They're gonna take him out? When I say take him out, I don't mean take him out. I mean like
no. Well, I mean, I think how many more debates will they do? 3?
I think they got one more.
One more. Okay.
I think, and if he does anything like the one he did there, he's done, and he's gonna happen. Remember, we have been seeing this guy do this for 3 years. The only thing is that they would do it on a teleprompter, and he gets stuck on a teleprompter. He cannot sit there and have a conversation with somebody on camera, interview live like this, because he gets stuck.
But I mean, once again, you got to remember, like TV and that type of stuff, it's done a certain way. And once again, I'm not saying that these guys are actors, but I'm just saying, like, hey, sometimes there's certain things that need to be like. Look, these guys have a team. Like, you have a team, they have a team of people who help them out. And I'm gonna leave you with this, and you're gonna laugh. I'm gonna tell you something here, all right?
Let's do it.
You're gonna laugh this, man, because this is my analogy or my idea. Because you and me are probably about the same age. When I tell you this, do you remember back in the days, the Muppets? There was 2 old men.
Oh yeah. Up in the balcony.
On the balcony.
Up in the balcony.
Okay. Hey, and that's those 2 guys, brother. The current 2 guys that are going for presidency. And I want people to laugh, man. And I want people in chat, if they want to, I want to see them laugh. And when I go back here and rewind this, I want to see all the bunch of laughs that they think these guys are. So yeah, we'll see, man. I know this. I know you'll keep having this conversation. Maybe.
Of course.
I mean, you'll do it like every month.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see. Hey man, it was good talking to you, brother.
I appreciate the phone call, brother.
I hope to meet you, man, at one of your great events.
For sure, brother.
All right?
Thank you, my man.
Keep up the good work. All right.
See, and this is the thing. A lot of you guys, to the caller, a lot of people say, he's for the damn. The thing that I like to do is handle those conversations, man. But that guy came in. He always comes in respectfully. He comes in and tells his part, and that's what it's supposed to be. But, I mean, there's no hiding what happened to Joe Biden last Thursday, man. Hotline. Who's this?
¿Qué onda?
¿Qué onda, carnal?
No, yo nomás te quiero decir que apenas llegué de aquí estoy en San Diego.
What's up with San Diego?
Y gracias sí, vengo de Venezuela y gracias a Dios al gran hombre de Joe Biden, aquí estoy. Aquí me dieron una tarjeta que tiene $500.
Ándale, cabrón.
Me van a mandar. Sí, gracias a Dios por Joe Biden. Voten por Joe Biden, por favor. Todos, por favor.
He's got his money. He's gonna go. He just came to San Diego. He said, vote for Biden. Yeah.
No, sí, porque mira, allá andaba trabajando y todo, y luego cuando miré en las noticias que abrieron la frontera, dije, vámonos a la verga.
Vamos para América, compa.
Estoy. Sí, pero aquí estoy, mira, me dieron una tarjeta.
This fool.
Y sí, güey.
There it is.
Aquí estoy bien, mira.
Vote for Biden. This guy said vote for Biden. Hey, I appreciate the phone call, fool.
Okay. Full of trolling.
I know, fool. I know. That's all I love.
I know, bro. I was just kidding. Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
No, I just want to say, you really think Kamala Harris has a chance against Trump? Like, in your opinion?
In my opinion, not at all. I think right now with the numbers, if you look at him, they'll say, look, she looks like she could beat him in certain states and that. That's because nobody knows who Kamala Harris is. Like, really, nobody really knows. I followed her, and she's not a politician, bro. She says all these crazy stuff, starts laughing away. She's not a politician when you can start asking her about, about what would you do in Ukraine? What are you going to do here? Hey, Kamala, they're about to bomb over here. She's not that person. She's not that leader, bro. There's people who are leaders, and she is not that leader. I think it would be best, even though I think Gavin Newsom is a horrible guy, I think the best ticket for them would be Gavin Newsom and put Kamala Harris as vice president, or vice versa, just to try to show a little bit of balance. But her by herself, nah, bro. She's not that person. I think who has a better chance than Kamala Harris would be Michelle Obama. I think Michelle Obama would have a much better chance. I think that would be their instead of the Great White Hope, it would be the Great Black Hope. I mean, it would be Kamala. I mean, it would be Michelle Obama would definitely give him a run for his money.
I seen like it pops up like on my Instagram and shit. Like Kamala did an interview with the Drew Barrymore show, and all she does is laugh.
yes.
And she made stupid shit, and yeah, but at the same time, I mean, if Michelle Obama goes against Trompitas, that might be tough.
And Michelle Obama, she's got the charisma. She's a very eloquent speaker at events. She knows how to get the crowd going. Because you look at some of these, I saw Jill Biden earlier today. She was doing some kind of campaign thing, right? And you see her, and my wife, she's forced to watch news with me because that's what I do. When I get home, I watch news, bro. Whatever it is, I'm watching fucking news, right? So I'm watching the news, and I'm seeing her campaign, and people are like, It's like, you gotta have that charisma to get people going, get people riled up, and Kamala Harris doesn't have that. Joe Biden doesn't even have that. You go to his events, bro, it's maybe 300 people there. And this is the president of the United States. You would think you're bringing in 30,000, 20,000. You're filling up arenas. If it was Barack Obama, damn well they're gonna fill up 10,000 seats. But these guys are so boring and so out of touch. Michelle Obama, nah, homie. Michelle Obama will bring the star power. She'll bring the Michelle Obama will definitely be a great matchup for Trompito. But I don't know if she wants to throw her hat in the ring. But Right now it's kind of crazy, fool. So you don't know.
So you really think your daddy Joe's gonna drop out?
Your abuelo Joe, I think, does not want to drop out. But I think for sure, I think they're gonna make him drop out because what's going on right now behind the scenes, they're leaking information, which is telling people we want him out. But in politics, you don't just come out and say, "Hey, you're gonna get fired." You start leaking, "Hey, this is what we're like." They literally leaked that picture. They have a picture. Go to the podium. Go here. After that, shake hands. Like they're giving him play by play. Like it's almost a movie, bro. Like. No, the president's supposed to walk into the atrium. Hey, everybody, how's it going? There's my place. I already know. I do my thing. Yada, yada, yada. Hey, appreciate you guys. God bless you. I'm out of here. Joe can't do that, bro. Joe comes in. Age has caught up to him. He looks around. You could tell he's like, you could tell his brain's like, where am I supposed to stand? Where am I supposed to go? And it's sad. And it's sad that we have the president of the United States out there like that. And it's worse that the Democratic Party is letting that happen, bro. But now they're starting to change the tide because they got their covers got exposed during the debate because we have been saying that as conservative people, this guy is not fit. He's not all our mentally. And they're, no, you guys are just making it up. You guys are making it up. America saw it firsthand. America said, oh my God, what are we doing?
Yeah, and then I was listening. I just got to the house, but I was listening where you were saying, because like Trompito, he knows how to negotiate, right?
Yes, of course.
He knows how to speak. And Joe Biden can't talk to Putin or a freaking the dude from North Korea. Like, fuck, dude, like, what are we gonna do?
So,
like,
and that's what it is.
And that's what it is. And I just think, fucking, like, I don't know. It's kind of. I get into politics not as hardcore as you, but I get into it, because that's what matters.
Yeah, but it's also it's also better than most of the cheeseman, fool, because this politics shit's right in front of you. They're banging on each other. Politics, once you really get into it, bro, man, it's a game above all games. It's Game of Thrones, fool. It's Game of Thrones. Hey, brother, but I appreciate the phone call, player. All right,
All right, te lo lavas.
Yes, I was late. That's another good one right there. Oh, boy. Where's Tupac? Tupac in Cuba, homie? Joe can't even. Yeah, Joe has changed into the sneakers now. He can't wear dress shoes because Joe's too old. And it's not even too old because there's people that are his age, like Trompito and other people that can still do that. But Father Time has caught up with him, man. And it's sad that, to me, like I said, I blame his wife. His wife, if anybody, should be the one saying, Joe, it's time for you to step down. And she should come out on air and say, you know what? Take the sword and say, you know what? I told Joe he should step out. Hotline. Do. You gonna talk or you ain't gonna talk? All right, later, player. See what you got. See what you want. Got. Weekend at Bernie's can do a better job than Joe Blow, and that is Daniel El Travieso. Fernando Gonzalez, Gil, if the president of the free world can not be feared or respected, then that's not America's president, and that's why the world is in a shithole right now. I agree. No, I agree. The president of the United States is somebody that needs to be respected. Absolutely. And unfortunately, it is not. It's almost like the district attorney of L.A. It's somebody who needs to be respected, and unfortunately, it's not. So people do whatever they want, and that's what's going on right now in the world. We're in all kind of wars. Putin, you think Putin's scared of Joe after that? Before that, he already knew. Come on. Hotline. Who's this? 805. I don't know. You guys are calling in, but I don't hear nada, and you guys hang up. Machete and Joe. Jose wants Big Mike to run, homie. Shit. Hello. Is it not cutting in? Let me do my test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test. You guys want to tap in? 747-279-8109. 747-279. Let me get this thing out of here. No, I don't need internet, homes. There we go. Caller.
Hey, you got me?
There you go. What's up with your phone, homeboy?
I don't know. I'm just right here working and watching the number one podcast.
That's right. I appreciate you, my man. Talk to me, carnal.
Hey, all right. Now, usually when I call in, and I usually do, the thing that always gets me is not even, Trump or Biden. Of course, I'm going to go Trump because I have always considered him more of a businessman.
Yes, sir.
Than a politician. But the thing that always gets me and gets me scared is, like, we see this stuff on national TV, and we've seen it with multiple presidents where they straight up lie, they fib, we see it with our eyes, we hear it with our ears, and yet there still, to me, isn't nothing that we can do about it. But it's like, what does the world call us? What type of Americans are we?
Right.
Dumb Americans. We're Hollywood. We're this, that, and the other. And the thing that gets me, and like, I just sit back and like, I grin, but not in humor, just more in like awe and like dumbfounded. Is like, again, we're lied to over and over. We see these two guys; these are supposed to be our heroes, and it's just like that's what scares me, and it goes for both of them, Of course, like I said, I would just go more with Trump just because I feel he's more of a businessman. He understands money and negotiation,
right?
Rather than politics. That's why I've always liked him, even before. And a lot of people think that I was crazy, but I would be like, nah, this dude, like, again, I like that he just called it like as it is, But the number one for me, it's scary. It just scares me, And
yeah, this is the best America's got.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, man, and that's what that's my 2 cents is like. Honestly, I'm more scared than anything else. It's just like being somewhere and it's like, man, this is who's gonna step up for us. It's just like, So I think they could put a monkey in there and they could do better.
Are you surprised how bad Joe Biden did in the last debate?
I knew this was coming, and as sadly as it is, I knew. And again, I was busted when 9/11 happened. I was in law school, and then, I've been out since 2003, and I've
Yeah, I've been out for a while, and you and I have talked before, but you know, I kind of, and I've always told you, my government is under my roof. You know,
that's right.
And a gentleman that I look up to, I told him, you know, we hear all these identify as these politics, religion, these protests, all this crazy stuff, you know, things that matter, and, you know, left and right, and you know, and so I asked this guy that I looked up to, and I shared this with you. I asked him, so what do we do? He said, you continue to go to work and you raise your family
as
best as you can.
Absolutely.
You know, and so that's what I try to do. Is that, you know, is I focus on the people that are around me, and if we really think about it, you know, and it might be shooting a long shot, think about like how Mexico did it. They took the matters into their own hands, city by city and village by village.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're very well established. But I also believe when rubber hits the road, everybody's going to be trying to go to Mexico.
They're going to build the wall the opposite way, fool.
Hey, you heard run for the border?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, homie, I appreciate the call, homie.
It's scary.
Ya está con that. All right, homie, late. That's the man. All right. What else we got, people? Let's see. Okay. Thing is, it's like telling, hey, America want another 4 years of the same Democratic crap. No, I don't, homie. I don't. It's like, oh, God, I got a hair over here or something. It's look at the prices. Look at the inflation. I saw Joe talking about he helped reduce prices for something. I'm like, Joe, it looks good on paper, my man, but prices aren't low down here, carnal. Prices are very expensive out here in the real world. We don't get our gas paid for by the government. We don't have Secret Service for security. We don't have Escalades. We don't have big jets. We don't have all that stuff. And that's what happens with a lot of these politicians, man. They completely lose touch with reality. And Joe's losing touch with reality, that's for sure. I think they want to put a female president. Look at Mexico. They may want to, but I think what they want to do is they want to win. And right now, what they're doing is there's ever since that Thursday debate, there's been all kind of meetings, phone calls. I don't think so many emails because I don't want records of it, but they're going back and forth. They're talking. Joe's calling all kind of shows and trying to show that he still got it. Yeah, I've been showing you guys, but it just looks like that sad old man talking about I still got it, you know. And everybody's like, yeah, Pops, you still got it, Pops, you still got it, yeah, Pops. But it's comical. It's a comical thing. But the thing that's not comical about it is he's not running for a place in the next Netflix show or movie. He's running for president of the United States, and we literally have a guy who is slowly but surely having some type of dementia or just getting old, man. Like, nobody's gonna run for that. And it's no disrespect to old people, because sometimes people feel like, oh, you're just man. This is the president of the United States. This is the president of the United States, people. This ain't the vato running the block. This ain't the vato running the Bud Light truck. This ain't the guy running 7-Eleven. This ain't the guy running McDonald's. This is the guy running the free world. This is the guy who negotiates billions going to other countries or staying over here. This is the guy who's supposed to be, negotiating tariffs from China or other countries. But at this point, you can see, and every American can plainly see that he's not the one running the country. So, to us, it's like, who's running the country, homie? And they won't tell you because they'll tell you it's him. And we all know it's not him, carnal, but that's just me. All right, man. If you guys want to call in more time, we will get out of here pretty soon. Stop voting for old people, period. Well, there's no young people to vote for, homie. There's no young people. So it is what it is. Let's see what else we got. Inflation comes from tariffs he instituted that is passed to us. Yes and no. The tariffs that were put in, I think Trump put some of them in, and China blinked, and that was a good thing because there is no free trade. We send our stuff off to other countries. Other countries put tariffs on them. We send stuff over here, and we don't put any tariffs on most of the stuff. So we're the suckers. So the other countries are looking at us like, oh shit. Imagine if we're your neighborhood hood, and you're over here slanging some dope, and you're like, hey, fool, we're buying. Hey, we got some money. Oh no, you guys can't sell on our block. Like, what you mean, homie? You selling on our block? Why can't we sell on yours? Tony, what's good, Tony?
What up?
Talk to me, fool. You the last caller, player. Talk to us.
Hey, I want to talk about the Danny Trejo thing.
Let's talk about it.
So I don't know. When I was a kid, right? I remember my brother-in-law would take me to like Shadow Hills, like up in that area, like up in the hills at dark, right?
Yes.
And I remember as a kid, they always used to say, "This is where the Nazis live," you know?
Oh
This is where the Nazis live. You remember that?
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's always been where the woods are at, homie.
Right. But that festival's like around that area, Shadow Hills, Sunland.
Yeah, for sure.
So when I saw that and they said, "Oh, it was a skinhead," I forgot whose show I was watching, but they were like, "Nah, how could that be? There's no skinheads in the valley and this, that, and the third." And I was like, nah. In my head, that's what popped up. I was like, man, I remember when I was a kid, they used to take us up there. There was stories that they would chase Mexicans out and black fools or whatever. So it was like, for that guy to say that it was racially motivated doesn't seem that far-fetched to me.
It does not at all, because there still is, I'm sure, some skinheads out there in that area and in Sunland for sure.
Up in those hills.
Right over the hills, brother. There definitely is. I don't know if that was the motivation for it. I would hope not, but I'm surprised that the internet hasn't found who that guy is. I would love to see who it is. Hopefully the guy can actually come out and apologize to Danny, and hopefully they can work something out. But if not, hopefully somebody fucking kicks the guy's ass for that shit.
I heard people saying like, oh, they do that every year, that they throw water balloons at people. But the crazy thing was, like, they didn't throw it at any other cars. They just threw it at Danny Trejo.
Yeah, no, like, exactly. Listen,
it was hard to say that it wasn't like there was some sort of motivation to hit him.
Well, it was too. It was too, because they hit the car. They actually hit Danny in the head while he was in the car. I don't know if you saw that one. And that's when he got out. And then while he's out, the guy threw another one and it hit him or Mario in the head. So whoever it was probably some fool all drunk and thinking it was just funny as hell and I'm going to do whatever I want. And his family, instead of getting like a hold of the guy and tell him, hey, what are you doing, bro? Like, come on. And let me tell you this. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. If it was an African American homie with the status of who Danny Trejo is to us, that shit first of all, I don't think that would happen. But if it did, I think that there would be a much bigger deal going out there. And they'd be like, who the hell is this guy? But unfortunately with us, homie, some people I know would be like, Danny deserved it. Like, I'm like, dude, no, Danny's 80 years old.
Because
Danny don't deserve it.
Danny was a boxer. That fool's been hit fucking time after time. But not just that, but like, Danny Trejo knows a lot of people that are from fucking organizations that you can't even really talk about and shit like that. Because whatever,
Yeah, but does he really want to put himself in that situation?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it caught more. If it would have been a black dude, it would have got more media attention. Like, oh, look what's going on. But that's because it fits in there or whatever.
Oh, yeah, but imagine if it was a Moreno that was like a big time actor that was older like that, bro. Oh no, it would have been and they would have had every right to be pissed off.
Yeah.
What you got?
I mean, Danny was in their backyard or whatever. The whole Biden shit, right? What trips me out is like they're saying he's not coherent or whatever. If he does get elected again, right?
Yeah.
Is there any way that they can impeach that fool for not being coherent?
Yes. I think, and I may be wrong, I think it's Article 25 or something they call it like that, something like that, where the president can no longer pretty much hold office.
He's not mentally fit to hold office.
Yes. I want to say, and I could be wrong, but I think it's something like Article 25. But yeah, that's kind
of my fear, that they elect this fool. And then, like, once he's in there, they're going to be like, oh, well, he can't, like, you know what I mean? I don't think it's partisan anymore. I think it's like whose interest or where.
No, I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to get into office, and once he gets into office, he'll wait about a year or so, and then he's gonna step down, and Kamala Harris will take over.
I don't know.
He's not making 4 years, dude. He's not making. Even if he gets elected by some chance, he is not making 4 years. There's no way. The guy he was 4 years ago when he was running is a completely different guy. Could you imagine Joe Biden in 2029?
Nah, hell no.
Exactly. So it would be Kamala Harris.
My thing too is like, I don't know. You had a caller that said something about like, oh, they should change the setting of the debate because like there's a TV and the lights and this and that. You remember?
Yes.
There was okay, dude. You're the president of the United States. Like, you're supposed to not buckle under pressure. Now you can't handle like a TV debate. Like, Yeah. Once your caller said that, I was like, nah.
He's a Biden sympathizers for sure, because anybody with any common sense, bro, you can look at the debate and say, oh my God. And when, before the debate even happened, that's what my wife, I told her, what everybody's looking for, we're looking for this guy to crash. And sure enough, he gave us the crash, bro. And it's sad. And at this point, it's even, dude, that could be your abuelo, but with us, we'll at least say, hey, abuelo, ya es tiempo. And then we'll be like, we'll talk to abuela. You need to talk to him. If you don't talk to him, the family's going to talk to him.
Man, not knocking old people, but you look to them for guidance, not to run the fucking house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if there's something that you're having trouble with, then you go look for the older person because they've been through it. But you don't tell that fool, hey, you're gonna pay all the bills and you're gonna fucking deal with whatever. Like you just let them take the seat back. I don't know why.
And well, I know why Hunter wants him in there, because Hunter's got some more cases pending. Before let's say he doesn't get elected, he's gonna pardon Hunter Biden.
He's still gonna get pardoned.
He's but he's gonna get pardoned for what these trials. He goes out of office. The next trials are coming for Hunter. He'll be out of office when he gets convicted for those. And if he gets convicted for those, you think Trumpito's gonna pardon Hunter Biden? Heck no, bro. That fool's done. And that's why Hunter wants him to stay in his office. He wants him to stay there as long as he can, bro. But if they really cared for the big guy, homie, they would just have him retire with some dignity, carnal. Instead of going out there and having to put on the show for everybody that he's competent as this. Because now we, the American people, are looking at this guy with a microscope, bro. And anything he says, look, he's old. And I think it's about time for Joe Biden to retire.
To me, it's just a shame that we're not voting for who we want. We're voting for who we don't want.
Oh no! Yes. Eso sí, güey. I'll give you that one. Yes, there's some people that are voting full Trumpito, but yeah, most people are just saying, "Oh, I don't want this guy." And I think a lot of Democrats are gonna stay home at this. If Joe Biden is the nominee, they're gonna stay home during the voting time. I don't think they're coming out Super Tuesday. Yeah, shoot.
I got one more for you, and then I'll hang up after this.
You got it, homie.
What do you think about the rail, the one that's gonna go from Palmdale to Burbank? I don't know if you heard about that.
The rail from Palm. Yeah. Well, they already kind of got one, no? But doesn't that stop at Chatsworth?
They're trying to make a high speed one that goes from Palmdale to Burbank in like 17 minutes.
Jeez. Well, listen. I actually think it's dope because there's a lot of people that commute from Palmdale to Burbank. What I don't agree on, and I guarantee you, is the price tag that comes with these projects, bro. These projects are all just overinflated to give money to the unions, so the unions come back and vote their people in, and that's just the dirty politics of it. And then also we got to talk about in the next few weeks. I'm gonna talk about. There's a couple more bills they're trying, or not bills. There's a couple more, what do they call them? Ballots right here in California that they're trying to get more money for schools. They're trying to vote no. Anything that says bonds, anything that says more money vote no. Because what that is they can't keep up with the pensions of the teachers. They can't keep up with
the ones that are already retired.
They can't keep up with the pensions of the firefighters. They can't keep up with the pensions. Vote no. Anything that says more of this, help you, vote no. They already got enough money. They better make it work, homie. Because when you don't got enough money, Tony, you can't just go tell your boss, hey, you know what, man, give me another $1,000 this month because I need more money. It doesn't work that way, brother.
Well, not even that. You can't afford to pay an employee that doesn't work there no more. Like, how does that work?
How does that work, brother? How does that work? Hey, Tony, I appreciate the call, homeboy.
All right,
yes, that was waiting. Right. All right, let's see what we got. Alicia says, regardless who wins the presidency, we're going to have to do what it is best for our families and communities to make things better, get educated, educate la gente, and especially la juventud. That's what I'm talking about, man. Come on, hit that like button. They don't like hitting the like button. I don't know, les duele. It's like they get shocked for they hit that like button. All right, man, shout out your city, shout out your state. Let me see where you guys are tapping in from, man. It says Orange wants to cut regulations and big government. Maybe. This guy said, I heard that Kamala will be the runner-up for California governor if they don't make it back. No. Oh, that'd be horrible. But California will probably vote her in, dude. I don't know what it is about Californians, man. I don't know what it is. They think the world is just, You know, unicorns and butterflies, homie. Unicorns and butterflies. Derek Melrose, Minneapolis, is it Minneapolis? Minnesota? Yes. There you go. No, Charlie. The phone calls are over, homie. The phone calls are over. 956 in the building. Los Angeles, California. You pour those footings already, homie? Yeah, fool, we're already building the walls. Cause now we got 11-foot high retaining walls. We got a finished floor at, let me see if I can remember right now. Finished floor is 403.10, which is like 403, 1 inch and almost a quarter or something, 3/16. The what's the name is 391.08 my footings, so I got like 11 foot something. Look at that. Still, my brain still works for those elevations, homeboy, and that's the money maker. If people only knew those I think 12 numbers, this right here, people, especially young guys that are in construction, like foundations. Let me give you the secret, man. If you can learn these numbers, you will make a lot of money. 0.08, 0.16, 0.25, 0.33, 0.42. 0.50, 0.58, 0.67, 0.75, I think it's like 0.82, 0.81, 82, 0.92, and then of course 12. That's 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, but in the decimal points. I mean, I'm just trying to school you guys, carnal, but it is what it is. Bring oil back to Kelly. I'm from LA, but I live in Minnesota. Moises Carrera. What's going on, Playboy? Real Caper, he's from AC's Nalgas. Well, good for you, homie. Yeah, I got my contractor's license back in like 2006, homie. 2006, but right now I'm working for a company. But yeah, I ran the license for, I don't know, maybe like 10 years or something. All right, people, with that being said, we're going to try to get in here tomorrow with Bruno and have this, you know, the beautiful conversations that we do, a little bit of debate and stuff. Wednesday, what's the word? And we have one of our old host coming in. Coach Lowe will be coming in on Wednesday. I don't know if the boys know, but they do now. And I think that's all we got for this week. When are you going to do a video showing people how to do what you do at work? When people are interested, brother. I put the little clips out there, but as far as foundations and all that, I can teach people all day long, man. I think I just got to get enough people to come in and maybe on this video, comment. You guys want to see some construction stuff? Want to see how to read some blueprints and stuff like that, brother? I'm all for it. But I need people to come in, call, ask questions. That way I can show you, you know, how it is. Maybe ask some questions about, you know, how to get into contracting. What's the hardest thing? You know, the hardest thing is estimating, because, you know, as far as material goes, you can always figure out what type of material you need, how much concrete you need, how much rebar you need, how much wood you need, nails, chamfer, so on and so on. But if you don't know how to build it in a certain time, then you're gonna lose your ass with the labor, and that's what usually hits people, with the labor. So with that, people, we're here to have the conversation. We're here, Raza Channel, talking